subject to a male in any way. It's showing two halves of a whole. That out of one comes the other, but they are complete together. So think about this narrative that God is recapturing, repainting, retelling for these early humans. So I want to read the section for you. It says, the Lord God said, it is not good for the man, the Adam, the human, the earthling, the dirt one, to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all the birds in the sky. He brought them to the human to see what he would name them. Whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. So the man gave names to all the livestock, the birds, the sea creatures, the sky, wild animals. But for Adam, the human, no suitable helper was found. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's side and then closed up the place with flesh. And then the Lord made a woman from the rib, the Eve, the Chava, the life person. He had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. And he said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, not just a rib. She will be called woman, for she was taken out of the half of man. That is why, then, a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. And Adam and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. So, man and woman, two halves of a whole, to be a suitable helper. Now, it's interesting, the word helper, like we, at least I get an image of apron on, a towel over arm, like cleaning up in a kitchen for some reason. This is not the image that we have in the biblical text. The Hebrew word is actually ezer, and it means it's the term that God most often uses for himself. The term that God most often uses for himself when he's rescuing and redeeming and caring for the nation of Israel. This is how God refers to himself: the rescuer, the helper, the caregiver, the reinvigorator. And then Keneged is another term that scholars really don't know what to do with. It means, when describing a woman, Keneged, it means like the opposite other, but sort of the same, but also different. And if you look across, if you're here with your spouse, and everybody said, amen. Yes.
Amen.
There's nothing wrong with our differences. God has created us to be holistically woven together. So Genesis 2 is this beautiful impetus, this beautiful picture of marital, covenanted, solemn union. And then if you fast forward to the teaching of Jesus, he doesn't stop there. He says, yeah, actually, the church community, a community of faith, people connected to each other well, this is like a marriage too. So maybe you were forced to come here today, and you're like, marriage is terrible, I've been there, done that, or I'm not anywhere close, and I'm here to pick somebody up. Or whatever the case may be, wherever you find yourself, you are connected by virtue of your physical presence here to spiritual community. We are embodying together the sense of Keneged, of us being whole together, better together than we are apart. And so the message of Genesis 2, while certainly directed towards marriage, is a snapshot for all of us of what it means to not be alone. And I don't mean just romantic union. We need each other in relational community. As friends, brothers and sisters, and family and friends, we are better together than we are apart. But then the chapter really does culminate with these two halves becoming one whole again. And do you see the beautiful sort of filter-down approach that the narrative suggests? We see God erupting the cosmos, breathing life in, and then a little bit smaller. And then he makes the earth, and then a little bit smaller. And then a garden, and the rest of the earth. And then animals, and then the human. And then out of this singular sort of intersex, all-encompassing being, another human is created that will complete him, and she, and he, her. So two halves of a whole, connected, coming together, covenanted to each other and to creation and to Creator. And so very quickly put, human flourishing is a human life that is connected to God, that is connected to other human relationships, and that is connected to care for creation, care for the soil. We should leave our friendships when this life is done better than when we came into them. We should leave our walks with God or grow more connected to God than when we came into this life. And we should leave the earth better than when we came into it. This is a holistic, the three-part union that marriage is certainly supposed to exemplify, but so too being connected into a community of faith. And so while you thought you were showing up for a marriage, a wedding, which you are, this is also your invitation to explore further. If this is your first time in church, and you're like, oh, that sounds decent, I'd be a part of that, but my past religious history is this, this, and this, and this. Brother and sister, you find yourself in good company. We are a community of faith that is exploring together, that is growing in relationship with each other together, and that celebrates things like this together under the blessing, the banner, the care, the love, joy, creativity of God. Make sense? Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the rest. So, I've been walking with you guys for such a long time, and both apart and as a couple, and so I'm going to say a few words, and then I promise I'll stop talking while you get you guys really married. Nathan, you are a server, a caregiver. You're a listener. You're intentional with relationships, whether it's in my garage over a beverage, or in conversation as we've been journeying together with you two as a couple. My encouragement to you, brother, is to lean in. Really listen. Prioritize your wife, your partner, your kid as the number one priority in this physical life. Knowing that God walks with you, that His Spirit dwells in you, and will continue to fuse you together. But take time to listen, to really hear Sonia, and take care of Sonia. To set time aside to love her well in the little things. Take time to set aside time to love her well in the little things. Sonia, you're like a sister to me. Driven, selfless. Take time to slow down, my friend. To listen well. I'm not crying, you're crying. To listen well, to certainly lean in well to Nathan and affirm and care for Nathan. Despite what your schedule may look like, despite what your mind, your busy mind may feel like, take time to pause, to listen. Set time aside to love Nathan well in the little things. I always say this in every wedding that I do, but the best description that I have of marriage is this. Marriage is the union of two great forgivers. Marriage is the union of two great forgivers. So may that be the marker as your union, as you know that you're loved and connected by God, created by God, and you are creatives to show the love of God, certainly in your marriage to each other and your daily commitment to each other, but you are also, at times, the best piece of art that people will see to recognize or not recognize who and how God is. So take that seriously, but continue to paint a beautiful picture of what this represents, connected to each other, creatives created by God, who is love, who is joy. So that's what we're going to do now. In the presence of your family and friends and our spiritual community, we want to join you guys together in this solemn act. So may I have the rings, please? Just put them right there. Nice and done. You can let go of each other's hands if you want. Nathan, take this ring. Nathan's going to go first. That's why I said Nathan. It's fine. And on her left finger. Repeat after me.
I, Nathan, take you, Sonia, to be my wife, my partner in life, and my one true love. I will cherish our union and love you more each day than I did the day before. I will trust you and respect you, laugh with you and cry with you, loving you faithfully through good times and bad, regardless of the obstacles we face together. I give you my hand, my heart, and my love from this day forward, as long as we both shall live.
Sonia, in the same way, take this ring. Not saying this time. Slide it all the way on there. It fits. And then repeat after me.
I, Sonia, take you, Nathan, to be my husband, this day forward, or as long as we both shall live.
All right, let's make it official. So Nathan, do you take Sonia to be your lawfully wedded wife, forsaking all others, covenanting only to her for as long as you live? If so, say I do. And Sonia, in the same way, do you take Nathan to be your husband, faithfully covenanting to him, deriving your love only for him as long as you both shall live? If so, say I do. It doesn't count. I do. She said heck yes. That's in the Greek. Lord, in the presence of God, family, and friends in our community here in downtown Hamilton, it is my honor to affirm and bless you as husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. And we're going to stand and sing together.